Make sure to stand till the end, never ignore these symptoms because that means your brake will give up soon, guys. Stay with us, we'll explain what it is. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair, guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a BMW. It could be any BMW model, anything guys, such as 1 Series guys, all the way to 7 Series, X1 to X7. If you have one of those, you want to know symptoms of bad brakes, stay with us, we'll explain that, what to look for, what not to ignore, because brakes guys, your life depends on them. So never ignore these symptoms. We're going to talk about that because they give you the early signs of failing brakes. All that will be covered in this video today. Before we start, let me just tell you a little bit about us, guys. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need, guys, in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these absolutely free videos, guys. We're constantly getting new cars here at the garage, working on that BMW now. We got a Dodge Challenger that will be working. We have more than 15 vehicles waiting to be shot, guys, so videos are coming all the time. If you need help with anything, leave a comment below our videos and we'll try to make a video for your problem. That way we can help you, we can help other people with that problem, and we can build a community where we help each other. If you need to buy any parts tools for your car at a really good price and quick shipping, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tool supplies from, guys, and you can save a ton of money. So specifically we'll demonstrate on BMW X4, but practically the braking system works about the same on all BMWs. What we have here, guys, you can see we have the brakes taken completely apart. So if we come to this side right here, okay, I want to show you now. On this side you can see we have the brakes put together, and now if you want to inspect the quality of your parts, how much they're worn, you can usually see one of the parts only, like this one here. It looks worn, but we cannot tell the inside. Put together, guys, that's what they look like. We're going to come here and we have taken everything apart to show you guys what we're talking about here. So specifically, guys, you can see we have the disc rotor. That's the rotor, that's the brake pad. The first thing on BMW, you will, guys, start noticing, okay, if everything functions correctly and you have original braking system with brake pad wear sensor. This is the brake pad wear sensor, guys. This sensor is installed on one of the brake pads usually, and you can see when the pad gets worn, that sensor will start contacting the rotor and you will actually start hearing a noise, a little bitty noise that you will be able to distinguish. That's how I noticed that the brakes are getting to the point that they're worn. If you wait, it will wear out that sensor and you will get a light usually if everything functions on most BMWs, and it will say you need to replace your brake pads. That's usually after year 2006, 2007, they use that system quite often, guys. Now, so you may hear a noise, you may get a light, replace brake pads. If somebody bypassed that and didn't install it, you will not get that noise, you will not get that light. So at that point your pads may get really worn, and what can easily happen, guys, you can practically run out of brakes. So it's always a good idea to inspect your brakes when you rotate your tires, remove the tires, inspect the quality of the brake pads, make sure all the brake wear sensors are there as well. They're not expensive. We'll put a link in the description of the video below where you can get them from and where you can get replacement sensors. Want to show you difference between new and old pad. Check out the thickness, it's unbelievable. Now, if you start hearing noises, inspect the brakes. Even if you don't have the sensor, noise means that probably your pad is worn too much, and at that point you have metal parts dragging on the rotor, which they can cut through the rotor pretty quick. Something else, guys. If you hear noises, inspect the disc brake rotor as well. Make sure it doesn't have any cracks, stress marks, anything like that. Another symptoms of failing brakes will be, okay, having brake pulsation and vibrations. Brake pulsation is when your brake pedal starts pulsating at a high speed, and vibrations, you will, guys, have the steering wheel vibrate when you apply the brakes at high speed. What causes that? Brake rotor that's not even. Multiple things can cause that, we will explain that in a second, but the brake rotor that's not even, you can see the brake pad will follow that rotor. And if you have low and high spot on that rotor, it will make that brake pad to go up and down, and every time it goes up and down, that pulsing will be transferred to the piston to the rack and pinion. And first, when you start noticing that will be at high speeds, guys, you apply the brakes, you will notice your steering wheel will start vibrating. You will notice that your brake paddle will start pulsing, guys. That's symptoms of bad brakes. That can be caused in some cases, even if the rotor is not uneven, it could be caused by glazed brake pads and disc rotor. Glazed means that it's too shiny. Sometimes that happens if you drove your car really fast, if you use the brakes a lot, if you went downhill, if you put a trailer and you put extra load on the brakes, you probably burn the pads and they got really hard. As a result, it's called glazing, and it can cause vibrations and pulsation in sometimes too. We're using the carbon fiber ceramic pads. They're amazing. We'll put the link in the description of the video below. But they're, guys, really good, okay, and withstand more heat as well. So those are some of the most common things. What can cause uneven brake rotor? It could be, guys, okay, every time you replace the brake pads, you need to either replace the brake rotor or you have to have the disc brake rotor resurfaced. We have a special video that explains, do I need new disc brake rotor? Resurfacing means that they cut the top layer off on both sides, they make it nice and even. Again, every time you replace brake pads, you either put a new rotor or you have it resurfaced if it's thick enough. Now, what makes them uneven? Excessive use, heat. If the brakes were hot and you went through water, that can cause them as well. Glazing, and sometimes when you park your car and you don't drive it for a long time, you know, usually your brakes will become really rusty, the rotors. And that humidity and moisture will start building between the pads and the disc rotor, and you will start eating it, guys. And when you apply the brakes, it will clean off the rust, but you're going to end up having a low spot like this one. That can actually even happen to a brand new car that stayed at the dealer lot for a long time, especially in wet areas, and it wasn't moved for a long time. So hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful to any of you wanting to know the symptoms of bad brakes on BMW. Never ignore any noises, lights, anything like that. Your wife depends on them. Check them regularly. I'll recommend every oil change or tire rotation. When you do them, I usually do them at the same time, tire rotation and oil change, and check your actually, guys, brake pads and brake pad wear sensors as well. Thank you for watching. See you next time.